YouTube. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Everybody's gone.
Live, refresh. Yeah, I'm still not live on YouTube. Oh wait, it says upcoming. Okay, yeah. So now I'm back live on YouTube, I guess. I don't know what happened, guys. Stream got stopped for some reason. I have no idea why. I didn't get any notifications as to why it got stopped. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you guys. But we're back over here for some reason. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Trying to hold us down, but they can't. You know what I mean?
I'm looking at my YouTube studios to see if I had any kind of like notification as to why my stream got kicked off or anything like that. And no, maybe it just
What up, Duan?
disconnected. What up, Dewan? How you doing, man?
Dandelion.
Okay.
You know what I was gonna say? Let's just get back to the talk. See what happens.
Yeah, 100%. You know what I mean? I mean, Dandelion, did it give you a warning? Like it say like the stream violated or something? Because sometimes when it kicks you off, it says, "Oh, this stream violated, suspended, or whatever." Because I didn't get anything. I didn't get anything. But yeah, Roberto, go ahead with what you were saying.
I don't even fucking remember.
All
I was
right,
just saying,
hold
why
on.
do you say that shit? You know you don't remember what you were talking about.
Let's go back to this video.
Well, what,
Inebriation with weed than you do with alcohol. Now,
and
does
then
some weed
and
affect
it
some people
will
differently?
alcohol
One
will
hundred
alcohol
percent.
affect some people differently?
In certain
The amount
ways,
of alcohol
but
have the same thing. Would it
so
affect me different? If I, because I'm a bigger person, can handle more alcohol
you can
and
handle
I can
more.
drive it,
You can
and I
hold
can
on.
drive differently,
Hold
it's
on,
more
hold
the
on, hold on,
same.
hold on, hold on. You can handle more. But if you go over your limit, you will have the same effects that I will have because we're both drunk. It's different with weed. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's not.
I will
It's
disagree,
I I I I
and it
I
would be if you can't say that it's going to be the same thing in everyone's body, then and I'll tell you the evidence of what that is and which how many nanograms of whatever would do a bodily substance would affect your
bro,
judgment, and every person is different. So like
I
you
know
can't
all of
if you
But
that.
can't
you see, and that's where like when it what's good, Tony. Nope, just stopped him. Some other
What up,
videos
Tony?
auto playing. Oh, okay, weird, weird. What up, Tony? So that's where another part is like, oh well, alcohol doesn't affect everybody differently. Weed doesn't affect weed affects everybody the same. Crack affects everybody differently, right? All these drugs affect people differently. Depends on how you can manage them, right? So I'm not saying not to get rid of all of the regulations that we have, for example, like driving drunk and driving under the influence of weed, even though I think driving under the influence of weed is different than driving under the influence of alcohol. Yeah, if it's illegal, fine, it's illegal. I don't have a problem with that. My only argument is, and again, I say this because I don't like government involvement in people's life, but I just think at one point is you should get to the point where it's like, you know what? Let people live their lives, let people do what they want to do. That's all I'm saying with that, right? I know Tony just popped in here, we got kicked off for some reason, and don't worry, I wasn't trashing Brian or anything. I just thought this was a good topic to talk about, and I wanted to get Roberto's thoughts on it because I mean, I could have been wrong. Roberto could have 100% agreed with Brian on some of the topics. I kind of knew he'd agree with me because we weed smokers, you know what I mean? But
It's a different
I don't know.
perspective.
Yeah, right, 100%. It's a different perspective. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day,
That's why you have
yeah,
that
go ahead.
argument. Sorry to cut you off, Anzo, with
Yeah, go ahead.
sportscasters that played the game and sportscasters that haven't played the game. You're getting
Absolutely.
you're getting book value and you're getting true value.
Absolutely.
You
And
know,
I can't ever talk about what it's like to smoke crack because I ain't never smoked no crack. You know what I mean?
I could
But
tell
let's
you,
let
I had someone put crack in a spliff, and I have tasted crack and know the effects of crack. And I'll tell you, it's a very fucking strong drug, man.
Thank you for saying that, Roberto, too, because it reminded me of something too, right? Remember, we used to have seasoned blunts, it was called, right? They used to call it seasoned blunts,
Mhm.
right? Where you would see, and it's in a song. The combination cracks and weed, the combination made my eyes bleed, right? So a lot of those rappers used to actually mix crack with their weed. That's where the
Yeah.
term seasoned drug blunts came from, right? Raekwon says in a song. So the question I have is, has Brian ever done weed? I I'm not gonna say yes and I'm not gonna say no. I'm pretty sure he has puffed every now and then, but as you can see, Brian is the athletic type, right? He was doing football, he was playing sports, and a lot of these
What was
sports
I?
guys at the time. What's that? Yeah, I know, but you a different breed. You're from the hood, brother. You know what I mean? Listen, Roberto. From where we grew up, there was no way we were not ever going to smoke weed. It was just never going to happen for us, right? We were in the middle of the hood. There was no way. What's that?
I said I can't argue with that.
You know what I mean? Like there was no way we were never gonna smoke weed. It was just not gonna happen, right? Athletic or not, we're gonna be somewhere, and someone's gonna pull out a spliff, and we gonna
That's
smoke
what
it.
it is. Yeah, you could be alone. You pull out a spliff, you're a posse.
Facts.
You know.
That Stephen A is a sportscaster who played the game or not. No, he never played the game. That's kind of what Roberto's trying to say, right? Like you criticizing people, yeah, we haven't heard from JG. I hope he's okay. You know what I mean? He gets our love and anything, and I know when JG's ready, he'll reach out. But that's the thing, right? Um, you want to criticize people and talk about how, oh, you're a bum and this and that, and you can't even play the sport.
You're allowed to have your opinion, but the opinion
100
of a person in the mix is a different opinion.
absolutely.
Like you can't realize until you play a sport and then you play the best of play the best of someone in that sport. You'll
Mhm.
There's leagues to this, man. You know,
100%.
leagues like we play basketball. I like to think we were good. We were good. I won't say we were really good. We were good, and we went to play against a B squad, which we call the bench squad, because
And you realize that you weren't that good,
yo,
right?
Anzo, they tore us a new ass. We were fighting each other in the fucking parking lot after the game. You know how it is,
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
and
listen,
that's just
I
reality. That's just reality.
I went to the court one day, right, Roberto? And you know how we used to play, right? But I don't know if these guys were like, it was but I was like, yo, why the fuck these guys running so fast? Like they were just bolting up and down the court. And I was like, there's no way I would be able to play with these guys today. You know what I mean? No way. I'm
There's
not
leagues.
doing,
There's leagues.
yeah,
You know?
100%.
So you could know the game, but if you played the game on the highest level, I'm taking the word of you, man.
Absolutely.
There's
100%.
no ifs, ors, or buts about it, man.
Brian should take his place. Well, we're not looking to replace JG yet, but I,
You get the one. Write it off,
yeah,
JG already.
you know what I mean? Plus, Brian, like, he's doing so much stuff. Like, if he wants to pop on anytime, he's welcome. But I would never be like, hey, Brian, do you want to, join the show and do that? Because he does so much already. And then I do so much with him that's not this stuff, right? We do Cross, we do Paradise, we do the Rewind. You know what I mean? I'm on their channel doing reviews and stuff. So we do a lot of stuff together. He's also talking a big picture view where he sees the negative effects drugs have had on his community. Not drugs at all is a strong reaction to, but it's understand. No drugs at all, but it's no. I get no 100%.
But
And
watch this,
I
Dr. Line. Watch this.
go
When I
ahead,
was younger, I went and had a split session with
keep
these
talking. I'll be back, Roberto.
older guys, and we were smoking a bong. And the bong went around a few times, and the guy's house that we're at goes, "You guys know who you're smoking with?" And I'm like, "No, like I don't know none of these people." He goes, "Yeah, this guy here is a judge, and this guy here is RCMP. This guy was in charge of the police at one point." I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah. And the fucking guy drops his badge on the table. I won't lie, my buzz took many steps back, but it just goes to show what kind of people smoke weed.
One
Functioning people. We're talking a judge was there burning the bong with me.
100%. Said I also miss Chillmonger. Chillmonger does his thing. Just follow his channel. He's over there doing his stuff too. Chill's still around. But you are 100% correct, Roberto. Too much people smoke weed now. You know what I mean? And I've always said this because when I started my smoking podcast, I started it because I wanted to bring light to this weed situation, right? I wanted to get the stigma because you remember, man, back in the day, and I think this is a thing too, where like this is why people have this stigma. You remember them commercials? This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs, right? You remember the one with the guys, the two kids are and they're smoking weed and they're high, and one's carrying a gun, and it's like, oh man, I'm so high, and then the screen goes back and you're pow. And I'm like, that shit don't happen on no damn weed. What are we talking about here? Like, come
Those are
on
some
now.
troubled kids, man.
Yeah, you know what I
'Cause
mean?
I know when I'm high, I ain't looking for no fucking gun unless it says PlayStation or Atari.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, right? When you smoke weed and you high, you laugh, you sleep, and you eat. That's what weed does to you. You know what I mean? Are you sure JG is like, okay, hate to think the worst? Um, to be honest with you, man, I've reached out to him. He hasn't reached back out to me. I tried, but I'm not running anybody down. You know what I mean? I did my part. I reached out to him. And if he doesn't want to reach back out to me, I mean, either there's an issue that I didn't know about or something's really serious and he just wants to be alone. You know what I mean? So, but JG, all due respect to JG, he's always welcome. He's our boy. He was a big part of the show for a long time. Got nothing bad to say about JG, nothing at all. So I know you guys may be thinking that, oh, maybe something happened between Nzo and JG. It did. There's nothing.
Oh, is that the rumor?
No, 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 no. I'm just thinking because if people think that, you know what I mean? Nothing happened between me and JG. There was no falling out or anything like that. He just had some personal issues that he had to deal with, and I think he's handling that. You know what I mean? So,
All I can
but
say is we wish him well. We hope everything's good. We hope he
absolutely,
return,
absolutely.
because
Dandelion said, "Yeah, go ahead."
no, I was going to say because every week we're throwing JG and maybe throwing some jokes, but maybe this isn't a joking matter situation. We could just
Right.
wish him the best.
Right. That's why I ain't making no jokes about it or nothing like that. I just let it go. Hopefully everything's okay with him. And like I said, when he's ready, he can just come back. Dandelion said the anti-drug propaganda was crazy. Yeah, back in the day, 100%. 100%.
Made them look like
Bro,
zombies, like they were high on fucking heroin and shit. It was a scare tactic, and because of
yeah.
that, it was running for so long.
Yes, yes.
You know, and I don't blame them because there's some people that shouldn't smoke weed and drive. There's some people who shouldn't
100%.
smoke weed.
100%. That's why that's illegal. And I get that. You know what I mean? 100%. I'm not saying take away the laws and let everybody. And I think maybe that's what Brian thought I was getting at, was saying, yeah, just take away the laws and let everybody drive drunk and weed. No, that's not what I'm saying. I get those laws 100%. Those laws do need to be put in place because people will abuse them. So I get that. What I'm saying is at the end of the day is people should be able to live their lives the way they want to live. And I'm saying if you want to smoke your crack or whatever in your privacy of your own home and you ain't hurting nobody but yourself, then you have every right to do that. That's all I'm saying, you know. Said, bro, American politics is so fucking cooked. Jake Paul just got endorsed by Donald Trump for political office. What? I didn't hear that, but yeah, if that's the case, that's crazy. Fuck is Jake Paul anyways? A clown. Said, well, no news is good news, I think. Well, I'm hoping so. I didn't think JG got into it with anybody, Danny either. Yeah, yeah, no, no, he didn't get into anybody.
But doesn't anybody know I'm
Said,
outside of here?
Well, I mean, most of the like all of us know. Like, I guess he has his friends, but
I
I don't
thought
know.
maybe there was someone local who might join us and shit to
Oh
maybe say,
yeah,
yeah, he's good. You
yeah.
should.
No, no, not that I know. Anzo, if we was to ban in Canada, would you move to the U.S.? If weed was banned in Canada, would you move to the U.S.? Hell no.
We'll
I would
just
never
go
move to
back
the
to how
U.S.
it used to be before it was legal.
I still get it by not the legal means. Anyways, I check my boy. You know what I mean? I don't go to SQDC. I don't go to that place. That weed is trash over there. I'll only go there if I want to get like the pre rolls with the infused in it because I like those. But I don't like the weed there. I don't like the weed there. Iran plans to strike California. Huh. Interesting. Said did you guys ever see the ads about how smoking is bad for you and you should switch to vaping? And now they're ads saying vaping is bad for you. Yeah, 100%. 100% stranger. Yep. You would see those ads, oh, take the vapes and the vapes. And now the problem is everybody's saying that vaping is bad for you. The
Because I
problem is
think
when
vaping
yeah, go ahead.
originally came out to deter you from smoking cigarettes.
Smoking. Yeah,
But the
yeah.
vape fucking grew so big and people became more addicted to vape because of the convenience. You could fucking pull it out anywhere.
hmm And to your point too, flavored vapes is illegal here, right? So you can't get like flavored vapes, like you can't grape or anything like that, or strawberry or cherries or whatever. All the flavors of vapes are illegal here. So yeah,
Because it's an
when
intenser.
exactly, it's like, oh, you got kids vaping because they're going to get the grape and the strawberry, and then it's teaching kids to vape. So that's why they did that
'Cause
law.
let's be serious. What adult wants bubble gum?
Facts.
You know?
Facts. Facts. The problem is when people smoke weed and found out the propaganda was BS, they thought it was the same for all drugs. Exactly. 100%. 100%. Good question. And that's exactly what I'm saying. So, I just wanted to talk about that real quick because it was definitely a topic. I think at the end of the day, you know, everybody's gonna have their own opinions and stuff like that. Let me just make sure because I think this is done. But
Say one thing for everybody, then you can't say that it doesn't affect your driving because some people get stuck. So you can't say that.
Okay, but some people, yes, that's why I said some people may have a
So you
certain
can't.
different.
So
Hold
you
on,
can't
some people
say
may
that
have a
it doesn't
different
affect
effect, but
everybody.
it's a minority though. It's not like it's a majority, bro. Trust me, I know. I'm in the community, man. I was growing weed myself. I'm in there. I know it. Like we're
That's
not
not,
gonna
and
have
you're
this
talking about
argument.
when you make rules, make rules for everybody and behind there being affected. And some people, it's not just some. A
But
lot
that
of
you could
people have
say that
to,
for anything though.
you have to
You
regulate
could
them.
say that for red meat. You could say that for Coke. You could say that for anybody. There ain't nobody regulating Coke when Coke has enough sugar in it to give people cancer. Like
And
what
it
are we
has that to do
talking
with
about
the
here?
driving. What
Because
does
I'm
that?
saying because
What
I'm
does
saying
that?
so yeah, I think now that I'm watching it back, I think he's trying to think I'm saying that people should be able to drive while high, and that's not the argument that I'm saying. That is not my argument. So I think that's where we kind of disagreed on our thing. I think that's where it was. Should have clarified more because we got into a lot of the driving stuff. I should clarify more that I'm saying, like, listen, I'm not saying people should drive drunk or drive under the influence. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying people should have the right to smoke or do whatever they want to do with their life. But yeah, I hope all is good with JG. Hoping nothing for the best for him. Absolutely. What addiction is worse, gambling or drugs? Ooh, good question, Roberto.
I really couldn't say which one's harder because they're different, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're talking gambling and weed, I would obviously say gambling.
100%.
If you're saying gambling and these fucking new age drugs, I would say these new age drugs.
What about gambling and alcohol?
Well, I would say I would like to think alcohol because of the convenience of getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just know that, I know a few ex gamblers, and they could barely talk about gambling,
Mm,
you know,
mm-hmm.
and their equivalent to AA meetings for gambling never ends.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, and then you're fixed and you don't have to go anymore. You have to always go.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
I
And you
hope
know what?
God didn't curse me with that fuck.
And to your point, Roberto, I would probably put gambling and alcohol on the same effect, the same, right? I would probably put them as the same because, for gambling, you're going to steal from people. Alcohol, you can steal from people. I would kind of say they're pretty much on the same level. Maybe not 100%, but I would say they're kind of on the same
Actually,
level.
no. Sorry, Anzo. Now that you mentioned this, I'd have to say gambling's worse than alcohol,
Okay, go ahead.
because gambling, like, alcohol ruins families because of the conduct, more or less, of the alcoholic.
Uh huh.
Gambling ruins families for generations financially.
Yeah, I can see that.
Gamblers do severe damage.
I can see that. Yeah, I can
They
see that.
fucking take their kids' college fund, take their their family's assets with no thought. I've seen
Yeah, I can see
families
that.
ruined because of gambling.
I can see that.
Alcohol, it's more or less the guy destroys himself.
I can see that. I would say gambling because at least some drugs you feel good, but gambling you could lose all your money. Yeah, and then you can steal. Like, listen, I told you guys a story about the dude at work. First off, he's still working there, and he stole like 25K from the boss, and it was all due to gambling. So also, there's usually a lot of lies and shame with gambling too. Yeah, 100%, 100%. I guess I could say gambling, but for me, gambling and alcohol would be 1A, 1B. You know what I mean? Because it, if you really think about it, right? When you go downtown and you see the Inuit people, right? The native Canadians, their lives were ruined because of alcohol. 99% of them are alcoholics. You know what I mean? And that's because, of course, when we came over there to get their land, we gave them alcohol. And alcohol and them did not mix. And it's been destroying their population for generations. For generations. So I don't know, man. It's definitely something that's an interesting question. Interesting question. But that's all I had on that topic. You know what I mean? Fortunately enough, me and Roberto are kind of on the same page on that. Some disagreements here or there, but at the same time, we're both on the same topic right there. Now, I don't know. I'll just ask you this because my whole point was saying that I think people should have the rights to do what they want to do. What do you think about that? As long as they ain't hurting nobody, breaking laws or shit like that.
Then okay, because at the same time, it's like a catch 22. What he's saying has value too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
when they're, I remember the time I did shrooms,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't do it in the right environment, and I did a lot of shrooms, and we were in the city and got in trouble,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't in my right mind, wasn't thinking at all. Just downstairs from our house in Plomadon, man. My friend Gary downstairs.
Yeah, yeah.
We were down there like super high on shrooms. Destroyed his house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Got into a
Mm-hmm.
fight on Cote de Neige by Van Horn and Linton, and all kinds of shit happened that night, man. And no control.
Then I say, got to be in the right place when you do shrooms, Roberto.
Yes, I think we need to be up north and just freak out on the stars, and get in trouble, run into a tree, stupid shit like that. You know,
Hmm.
just can't
But
be
even
around people.
but even like drugs like ecstasy illegal. I ain't never seen nobody do anything like to anybody for ecstasy.
Isn't that just a sexual thing, man?
Yeah, kind of. From what I hear about it, I ain't never done it or
I
anything like
never
that
did it
before.
either, so I
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
tell you.
yeah. But from what I hear, yeah, it just makes the sex better and shit. I guess I don't know,
And,
but
and
I think it does
music is
get you
better,
out.
no?
What's that?
And music is better.
I think, but it is highly addictive though.
Yes, because
That
you
I
have
know.
so much fun on it.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I know. At least be in a nice, safe place. Yeah, 100% Dandelion. 100%. You know? So that's all I really wanted to talk about that on that topic. Let me know what you guys think so far. You know, Dandelion's kind of on my side on that one too. So I see there, right? And I think the one thing that I think is the most important thing for me is that I can't stand government involvement in people's life. That's one of the real reasons why I didn't take the shot, not because because I didn't trust it, but two, because you're trying to force me to do it. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna take the shot or you're not gonna be able to do this, you're not gonna be able to do that. I'm like, yeah, well, fuck that then. I ain't doing it. Because when you're forcing me to do it, I feel like you're forcing me for a reason. And now I'm seeing all these people that I know, like young people are dying from cancer and shit like that. I sit here every day and thank God I didn't take that shit. Thank God every day. Every day I didn't take that shit. Thank you. I appreciate it. I didn't take it. My son didn't take it. My girl didn't take it. None of us took it, and I'm thankful for that. Trust me, 100%. So gotta be right back. Gotta tuck in the chickens. I swear, every time you tell me about the chickens, I'm like, okay, go ahead, do your chicken thing.
Hey,
Go
did
do
you
the
hear
chicken.
that FIFA might be postponing the World Cup because of that war with Iran?
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense if they were to do that because of terrorist threats. Yeah, 100%. I'm with you completely. And with all of the people dropping dead recently, I'm kind of glad I didn't do it too. That's all I'll say. Yep, I agree. I just don't smoke weed. If people want to do it, fine, but I do. But I don't. I got you. I got you. And that's I got no problem with that. If you don't want to smoke weed, you don't want to smoke weed. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna smoke weed every day. Just letting you know. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not gonna stop. So we got another topic we're gonna get into. I'm gonna bring it up here in a second. This topic right here. I want you guys to listen to this, and then I want to get Roberto's opinion on it. What the fuck? Where I play it? Oh, okay, here.
Why isn't anybody talking about the fact that today in Dallas, Texas, the FBI and police arrested 244 people in a child trafficking ring? You heard what I just said? In Dallas, Texas, they arrested 244 people that were child predators. And the best part about this whole thing is that they found 109 missing children. So apparently this trafficking ring has been going on for a very, very long time. But the FBI and the police are saying that this is only the beginning. They're about to start.
You got to keep an eye on your kids. We living in some dangerous times.
So first off, Stranger said, I never smoke weed, but I have marijuana drinks. Yeah, exactly. There's other ways. You don't have to smoke it. You can drink it, eat it, you know what I mean? Rub it on you if you get migraines, stuff like that. So there's a lot of ways you can consume marijuana without actually smoking it. Then he said, holy shit. Roberto, go ahead.
Well, when I brought this to Anzo's attention, he said he couldn't find nothing on it out there. And I mean, the guy basically says it in his video that this is not being posted or talked about anywhere. And it comes to question again, you're seeing something, it fits with the way the world's moving right now with, child abductions and missing kids all over the place, especially black kids going missing every day, everywhere, and you hear nothing about it. So for me to not possibly think that this isn't true, I'm moving more towards it's true. It's just not getting notoriety because of the shit that's going on in the world right now. And, you know, they say what he's doing is a decoy on the Epstein files, and this child trafficking thing is out of control to the point where if it doesn't bring any light to them by talking about it, because you know if you talk about it, it's going to bring up the Epstein files.
Mm-hmm.
Why talk about it? That shit
Mm-hmm.
ain't going on. Let's just focus at the task at hand. We're at war. But if you ask me, Anzu didn't find anything on it. I
Doesn't
can
mean it's
no,
that
I
doesn't
can
mean
think
it's
it's
not
true. I'm
true.
not saying anything about you did
Yeah, yeah,
do the diligence.
yeah,
Most
yeah,
people will
yeah,
tell you do the diligence before you post shit like this. Me, I see it and I post it.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And if people tell me it's not true, I'll move from it with that. But if it is true, people need to fucking know.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's
Because
why I said we're good. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
sorry, all these videos I see with women abductions, them putting tainted Kleenex or money on their windshield or on their doorknob of their car, so when they touch it, they're suddenly dizzy and abducted.
Yeah, yeah.
If I totally ignore that and something like that happens to one of my girls, I'll put a bullet in my head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
So,
100%.
I send them every fucking video I get like that. Every single one I send them on. So,
Mm-hmm.
I make
Mm-hmm.
sure I keep sending it to them. So when it happens, they know right away, oh shit, that's the stuff dad sent me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
what's this? And fall victim.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, and I get you with that too, and that's why I said, yeah, we're gonna talk about it because even though I didn't find anything on it, doesn't mean it's necessarily not true. And even if it's not true, you are correct about all the kids getting taken away
Young
and
girls, man,
trafficking
13,
and all of that
14,
stuff.
all
Yeah, yeah,
over.
yeah, 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 yeah. So it's definitely something that needs to be put out there. You know what I mean? People aware. What we try to do here is keep people aware. That's all good. That's good at all, but why haven't they done that to the government? Facts, facts, facts. With the Epstein files, 100%. I might sound, I might sound like a conspiracy theorist, but maybe the reason nobody's reporting on it is because people in the government that benefit from it fucked up the system, so they don't want it stopped.
Very good, stranger, because we're on the same page. We're on the
100%.
same effing page.
Because you have to ask yourself, why is it so hard for them to give us these damn Epstein files? You know what I mean? Like, why can't we? And I heard the other day that they ripped up or cut up or shredded like hundreds and thousands of pages and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, why?
Everybody's saying it, Onzo. Trump's name is in there thousands and thousands of times.
100%. 100%.
That video you hear of Trump on a tirade telling them to fucking get rid of those files, you fucking morons, da da da. Again, I got a question. Is that true? But so many people are posting that tirade, man.
Mm hmm. Mm hmm. And I'm at the point to where it's like, it's definitely hiding something. They're definitely hiding something. They're hiding something from the people. They're hiding something from the public. They don't want certain people to know certain things, and they're just doing whatever they want to. Because if I'm not mistaken, the people who are supposed to be releasing these Epstein files are under Trump.
Hmm.
So of course they're not gonna put out anything with his name in it. I tell you, every freaking day that goes by, I hate this man more and more every day. And not only do I hate this man more and more every day, I'm beginning to hate all these bootlickers that be kissing his butt, acting like Trump is the next coming of Christ. I hate them, bro. They drive me up a wall. These black coons and all of these guys, they drive me up a wall. It's ridiculous. Said Jasmine Crockett said Trump's name was in the files over 38,000 times. That's crazy.
Wow.
That is absolutely crazy. You know,
Supposedly, he did some stuff that even Epstein was like, hey, 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 take it easy.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. Right? Because the one thing, and it comes to with these billionaires, is usually they have so much money, they've done everything. So why not do things that they've been thinking about. Like, why did Epstein need to have an island? And one of the things that a lot of people are asking is, how did he get so rich? By trafficking women. That's exactly how he got so rich. By trafficking women. Epstein said there's not one decent bone in Trump's body. Do you know how fucked up you have to be for Epstein's to say that? Exactly. Exactly.
This is why Trump is trying to discredit Epstein.
Hmm. And remember, this is the what Trump ran on, right? That campaign to, oh, we're gonna open up the Epstein files and we're gonna do this and all of that. That's what Trump ran on. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh nope, the Epstein files are fake, guys. It's fake news. It's fake news. Don't listen to what the people are saying. Like, get out of here, man. Get out of here. I can't stand that guy, man. I really can't stand him. But at the end of the day, I am right there with you, especially when it comes to this topic here, because I know it's important to you because you have girls.
I don't know about you, but when they posted all those criminals up on that thing, you didn't notice something significant up there?
Yeah, they're all white.
I,
Yeah, 100%.
I think I saw one or two black people there,
Possibly.
but
Possibly.
majority of them fit the profile of, if you ask me what would these people look like, they're all there.
I am right there with you, brother. Right there with you. Right. And that's the thing, right? They talk about how black people do so much of the crimes and this and that and all kinds of stuff, but they
Our crimes are
completely.
minimal. We smoke weed, like Anzo said. Some of them smoke crack. Yes, they do petty theft like other people do petty theft. Asians do petty theft. Europeans do petty theft. Everybody thieves. Everyone steals. That's why you have police forces. You know, we don't do any crimes any more so than other people. But if you look at the severe crimes,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see us not there a lot of times.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
That's all I can say.
No, you are absolutely 100%. You know what I mean? And he said, facts, we hate all Trump supporters. I thought you were a Trump supporter, Beaming Kun. That's what you were coming in here trolling with the
I
other day,
told you he's
right?
coming with his
Huh?
haterade. Told you.
Now, now you're saying we hate all. You mean us on the panel? I thought you were a big Trump supporter. Trump is referenced more times than Jesus is referenced in the Bible. Let that sink in. I heard that. I heard that, stranger. I heard that. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That is crazy. But like I was saying, for Roberto who has girls, you have to be very protective of your girls. You know what I mean? Did your daughter come back yet?
Nope.
Oh, she still ain't back yet. Oh, you must be you must be dying, bro.
She's
How
in
much
Vietnam now.
she's in Vietnam now.
Yeah.
When she coming back?
April.
How long has it been already? A month, no?
Over. She left in January.
Shit. Ooh.
Yeah, it'll be 2 months on the 13th.
How you handling it?
A little better now.
Yeah.
There was times where your mind plays tricks on you, man. You create
100%.
scenarios that you don't want to create. It's fucking, it's crazy, Anso. It's just crazy. That's all I could say.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But again,
I can
weed comes in and
imagine.
plays a role, you know. I take a few hits and my mind, you know, and just tells me, you know, just easy.
Just easy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 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 yeah.
just
Yeah,
easy.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
You see how we were able to bring it back to the weed, guys? That's what I'm
Weed
talking
will
about.
always come into play. Always.
Facts.
You know?
Also, JD Vance politically screwed is kind of scared because Trump is clearly wanting Marco Rubio as a successor. He might want to think about changing careers in the near future. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think anybody's going to be following JD Vance.
We hardly see this guy lately.
But then again, we didn't think you guys would vote Trump in again, and you did. So listen, I haven't bashed you Americans in a while, but I'm gonna come up and straight it. Y'all dumb for that. Y'all were dumb for that, right? Didn't wanna. I would have picked a woman and a black woman to run the country before I ever would have picked that racist piece
You
of
know what,
shit.
Andrew? At the same time, I think if Kamala won, all these fucking ice guys that wouldn't be ice guys would still be, what are they called? The Proud Boys and
Oh yeah, 100%.
KKK, and they would start a revolution. They would say
Oh,
they was stolen again.
oh, 100%.
We got to kill this bitch and da da da.
100%. 100%.
From what's going
One
on right now, all I can say is you guys are in trouble.
100%.
Oh, you guys
J,
are in trouble.
JD Vance is a funny guy. That's the beaming cunt I know. The beaming cunt, that's the beaming cunt I know. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, your true colors are
That guy
coming
is
out.
the
You know what I mean?
true devil. Onzo. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I said it here before. I know I said it to somebody. But more times than not, for whatever reason, I tend to stare at people when they talk to the point where they start looking away. So I don't know if I make them uncomfortable, but I have tendency to look people right in their eyes when they're talking.
Mm-hmm.
When JD Vance talks, I can't look at him.
You want to
There's
punch him
something,
in the face?
no, it's not even that. I want to punch Trump in the face. There's something really, really evil about that guy.
Mm.
I can't look you in. This is just my path I walk. If I can't look you in the eyes, I want you very, very, very far away from me.
I feel
You
you.
are the devil. He is the devil,
I
and he
feel
has
you.
the backings to make him the devil.
I agree. I agree with you 100%.
Look at his eyes, Anzo. Look at his eyes. He has no white in his eyes. It's all fucking like like an alien, man. Like I can't even describe it because I've never seen that before. Like you can't see a pupil.
And you know what's funny too? Because I know you talk that way about JD Vance, but I feel that way about Netanyahu.
His eyes.
No,
It's
him
the
being
devil.
like the devil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's one too. You know who else is one?
Who?
A fucking ex guy.
Oh, Elon Musk?
He's the devil too.
Oh, 100%.
You ever see
100%.
how he fucking dresses and the woman he keeps beside him?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can see them having
Yeah.
a fucking satanic ritual right after their photo shoot. Telling you right now,
What you
Anzo.
saying? What you saying? Sacrificing babies and shit?
Yes, I can see if anybody's doing it, he's doing it.
Facts. Facts.
Him and that
Uh,
fucking that singer, what's her name? She has a fucked up name, but she's bragging about drinking blood on the internet.
oh, I have no idea. I have no idea.
Telling you, we live in a scary world, boy. You could say that shit and not be arrested or fucking ridiculed all over. You're praised for saying that shit.
Mm. Said, yes, I can say I didn't vote for him. Good job, stranger. Good job. Appreciate that. Said, speaking of Proud Boys, it was revealed that most of them are ICE officers with tracks. Yeah, 100%.
Stranger, what did I say? I don't think I said it just this week. I think I said it a
Mhm.
while ago. Where are those Proud Boys?
Yeah,
Why don't we hear
100%.
about them anymore? Where did they go? They're
Hmm.
fucking ICE.
Yeah, 100%.
And all those guys that he gave pardons to that were at the riot, they're all ICE too. And he's telling
Yeah,
them, pay back some bitch, guys, go to work.
100%. 100%. Trump is old and he hasn't got much time left. That's one reason he's so evil. He's showing his true colors. Yeah, I agree with you 100%, you know? And, when people get old like that, They're like, like when I go, when I go, everybody's going with me type of vibes from these guys. That's what
Yeah,
I get from Trump.
those were Trump's words. I'm going down. Everybody's going down.
You know what I mean? That's what I get from Trump. And that's some scary shit, man. That's some scary fucking shit, bro. And this is the guys y'all put in office.
Yo, I have a boy, a friend of mine who's a Trump fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of my golf buddies, and we went and played golf recently, and I'm like, there's no way he's gonna fucking talk about Trump. No way he's gonna talk about it. Sure enough, we went to burn a spliff outside during intermission, and he
Mm-hmm.
said, "You see the fucking rap ICE is getting." I said, "Are you fucking serious?" I
Mm-hmm.
said, "Usually we have a discussion or an argument, you know. I cut this one real short." I said like this, Anzo. I think it was word for word. You literally could stand in front of me, seeing who I am, and tell me you still support this guy after everything that's fucking going on?
100%.
Do you know the argument stopped right there?
Yeah, better.
And not even 2 or 3 days later, I sent him a propaganda video of what
Mm-hmm.
Trump is doing to our people. Because he said, it's not only your people that's getting it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
said, yeah, okay. But we've been getting it for the longest. So what is it?
Mm-hmm.
A fucking popularity contest now? Who's getting it more? Is
Facts.
that what it is? But the end result, it's going to be us.
Facts.
He's doing it, but you don't know. So I sent him all the fucking shit that Trump is removing and did and what he's planning on removing. And you know what he said to me right after? He
What's
goes,
that?
wow, that's not the same guy that I was following.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so now you see the light.
Facts.
I don't know how you can see it from so fucking deep.
Facts.
Right?
100%.
Must be like a speck of light. That's how deep you're looking up and you see. Fuck.
The one said JD Vance is a liar. Yeah, 100%.
You know what else I told Amanzo?
Yep. Go
I
ahead.
said, moving forward, I recommend you don't say anything good about. I recommend you don't say anything about Trump in front of your black or Latino friends.
Wait, you want to hear something funny? You know who's a Trump supporter?
Who?
Remember Ray?
Do I look surprised? And he's the first one to get fucking deported. Hey, fuck. I bet you if you go down there and Donald see him, you say, "Get that guy out of here right now."
100%. 100%.
Fuck. Oh, Hanzo, you do I look the least bit surprised?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
fuck. I told you, watch that guy, huh?
Oh yeah, 100%. That's why I laugh at people when they say he lied to us, and I'm like, he didn't care. He got his second term. He's not gonna run again because he'll be dead. He got what he wanted, 100%. And he didn't lie. Trump said he did lie about not starting wars. I'm a war stopper. I'm not a war starter. He did lie about that, but everything else was mapped out in Project 2025. And a lot of people came on here and talked about how that was bullshit and propaganda, when now we're seeing that 90% of the things that were in Project 2025 is what he's done.
Maybe we should start talking about 2030
Facts.
because,
Facts.
no one seems to be talking about it. So maybe we should get ahead of them again on so like we did with 2025 and see what they're going to deny about that. But it's already
Facts.
most of 2030, not most of it, but a bit of it is already put in effect.
100%.
You think
He said, but can
they're
you
investing
guys,
all this money into AI for nothing?
for real, for propaganda, 100%. He said, but can you guys say that Trump supporters are bad people, though? Not all. But again, and this is a thing that I think a lot of people need to understand, and we shouldn't have to say it, right? But not all white people are bad. Not all black people are bad. Not all Trump supporters are bad. That is, we're not talking about like every single buddy when we talk about certain people, right? He said the
Also,
majority of Trump voters are a racist piece of shit. Exactly. Go ahead,
Your
Roberto. You
answer is
saying?
different than mine regarding that question
Okay, go ahead.
because during Hitler's run, if some people said, "Hey, are people that like Hitler bad?" Yes, yes, because it just shows me what values of his run on the same line as yours. Oh, he's good for the
No, I
economy.
see.
He's good for the economy.
Hmm.
Oh, show me how.
He said, no, all Trump voters are bad. I can't say that though, right? I can't say that because I know some Trump supporters who voted for him and they're not bad.
Anzo, voting for him and supporting him are two different things. Like I told you, most people that voted for him are redeeming themselves. They're realizing now, holy fuck, but it is kind of late now to do that. But if you are still supporting
Okay.
him
Yes,
after
yes,
everything has
yes,
been
yes,
brought,
yes,
that's
yes,
what I'm talking about. The
yes,
people
yes.
that voted for him, okay, you made a mistake. But if you
So
are
yeah,
still
yeah, 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 yeah,
supporting
yeah,
his
yeah, yeah,
rhetoric to this
yeah,
day,
yeah, yeah. No,
there's
100%.
no coming back. There's no
Yeah,
coming back. I'm
yeah, no,
sorry.
100%. Yeah, yeah,
You are
100%. Yeah,
fucking exed
yeah, yeah,
because,
yeah, 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 yeah.
you know, my wife is Armenian. I cannot support anything Turk for that reason
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
because they will not acknowledge what they did to their people. Just
mm-hmm,
as the Americans will not acknowledge what they did to our people.
mm-hmm.
It runs along the same lines, Anzo. And when we're seeing fucking genocide, we're not reading about it. We're not hearing about it. We're fucking witnessing it. And it's like it's not even going to get documented as it did back many, many, many decades ago. It's documented that we know about it today. But what's being done now probably will not be documented in the future because the people that are doing it control everything.
No, 100%. If you're talking about supporters, yes, 100%. I said vote, right? I said if you vote for Trump, I don't
Okay,
think you're bad.
okay.
But if you're a supporter, if you're supporting him today after all the shit you've seen, then yeah, 100%.
You're
100%.
it tells me a lot about you.
And you can use the excuse about, oh, like you said, Roberto, oh, it's good for the economy, but no, it's not. It's
But
not
it's
good for
not
the
even that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I agree
If
with
it
you.
was, then you can say, okay, but look at all the other thing he's doing. But it's not even that, Onzo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's saying the price of gas is just temporary. No, it's
Mm-hmm.
not. It's going to get worse.
Mm-hmm. He said he was going to stop the war and his first day in office, and he still hasn't did that, and he started a new war and all kinds of shit. So yeah, Kamala Harris warned all of everyone. She did. Said I can say it. No,
She
all
warned
Trump
us too
voters
much.
are
That's
bad.
why she didn't get elected.
Facts, facts, 100%. Some Trump supporters are just dumb. Agreed. They knew all the bad things he did and voted for him anyways. He's a convicted felon, an adjacent sexual predator. He even tried overthrow an election. He's bad, and voting for him condones him. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong on that one
And I
either.
feel the same way as you, Dandelion,
Yeah,
because
you're not wrong on
I
that one either.
despise this man, and I've despised him way before he decided to run for election or
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
politics.
yeah, yeah. You're not wrong with that one, Dandelion. For real, you're not wrong. That's what I'm like. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And a third time, that's not negotiable. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I guess I can give the first time a pass, the first time they voted for him a pass. But we've said it before, Trump has always let us know. And we had this argument, like me, Robert, and JG, like, it's like Trump has always let us know who he was. He always let us know who he was. He always let us know what he was going to do. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you voted for him the second time, that's on you too. He instigated a coup. Absolutely. He stole state secrets and probably sold them to foreign adversaries. Yeah, you're not wrong. I definitely agree with you guys on that one. You're absolutely not wrong. You know, I can't even sit there and pretend to argue about it because even when he was running for election the second time, we sat up on this platform and said, if you guys vote for Trump, you're idiots. If you guys put him in office again, I said Americans are idiots. We said that. and they still put him in office. And we knew what he was about the second time he ran. So I personally don't want to be calling. I guess it's hard to say. I don't want to be calling you, like, if you supported or even voted for him, saying that. I'll just say you're an idiot if you voted for him again. You know what I mean? Are they bad people? The voting, maybe
You
not.
can't get a. Sorry, Aldo, go ahead.
Yeah, no, no. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I saying you can't get away with saying he was good for the economy without justifying or showing how he was good for the economy.
Yeah, yeah, 100.
Like
Percent
literally showing me, because again, whoever served before him, his doings have ripple effect. You don't become president and the stuff that you put into effect are immediate. It takes time. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So he uses it to his benefit to say when it's bad, it's still Biden, but when it's good, he made the change. How
Yeah,
does
yeah,
he determine the time frame?
yeah, yeah,
That's what I'm trying to say. This is where I was going with it, Anzo.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And no one takes the time to think that when he's talking his fucking bullshit rhetoric
yeah,
about
yeah.
that's the Democrats and that's the Republican and that's Biden and that's Obama. If you saw the fucking Trump movie, you see the guy trained Trump. Don't take blame for anything.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're definitely right. Said people can realize they made a mistake, but they voted for a bad man. They are bad. They are bad, but I accept that they can seek redemption by fighting against what he is trying to do. You know what? I again, I can't deny it because again, you knew what you were getting into when you voted for him the first time. You knew what you were getting into, and you still did it. So I can't even sit here and pretend to be like, yeah, no, I get it. Well, it wasn't his economy; it was Obama's. He took credit for it, and idiots believed him. Yeah, they do 100%.
Thank you, stranger. I think I'm thanking
They,
stranger a lot tonight, huh?
you are, but the idiots believed a lot of the shit that he said. Like, if you believed that he was going to stop the war the first day in office, you were an idiot. You were an idiot if you believed he was going to do that. If you believed that he was going to lower the gas prices and the food prices the first day he was in office, you're an idiot because those are the things he said he was going to do, right? And the food prices is not an American thing. It's a fucking global thing. It's crazy ridiculous here. It's crazy ridiculous in the States. I'm pretty sure it's crazy ridiculous in Europe, right? So it's a global thing. It's not just an American thing. But he made it seem like, don't worry, I'm gonna make sure that everything is back to normal. And it's like, nah. I said, nah, it's not gonna happen. See, and this is probably Trump's last term. Well, he's not supposed to be able to run again, so we'll see. I got no thanks. Uh I guess, yeah. The only reason this is Trump's last term is because he's old and dying. If he was younger, he would generally try to run again. Again, he's not supposed to be able to run again, but we always said that Trump would try and probably find a way to be able to run again, right? So if he got into power and just let things ride, everything would be much better. Things were already improving under Biden, 100%. Dandelion said, I agree, stranger. Absolutely. But guys, that's the show for tonight. Appreciate everybody for popping in. Stranger, Dandelion, Dewan was in the house. Who else was in there? Mama Bear was in the house at one point too. Bone was in the house. Thank you guys for popping in. Much appreciated. Roberto, tell the people where they can find you one more time, sir.
Right here Wednesday nights with my boy Figure Ford Entertainment, GG Missing in Action, and myself, Roberto Big Six, getting shit off our chest live like we do.
100%. Said, I'm just saying it's easy for people to say he's a bad man now. Yeah. No way this decaying old a-hole lives much longer. I got you, Dandelion. I'm right there with you. You know what I mean? And I know, I'm not going to say that, but I'll just say he shouldn't have missed. Good show. Have a great week, everybody. Absolutely, Daniel.
Thank you,
Glad you
brother.
enjoyed the Wakanda. Glad you enjoyed the Wakanda gift, man. I'm glad you got it. Took me a while to get it because they didn't have it, but I'm glad you got it. So appreciate that. And appreciate all you guys for coming in here and chilling out and watching the show. Stranger said, "Have a good night, everyone." Thank you very much. Dewan said, "Peace," said, "Bye," and you're laughing. LOL. Appreciate it, guys. Peace, love, and hair grease, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.